Vince's sense of victory after the bluff and light bomb was short-lived.
Vince, abort your attack!
What?
The Armageddon sim is escaping out of the rear of the building!
But Chad...
Chad is all right. A female sim is carrying the target out of the back of the orphanage. You'll have to run down to the next cross street, turn left, and look for an alley that will give you access to them. Break off and pursue!
The Sims on the first floor had recovered their sight and came pouring out of the front of the orphanage.
Vince, go!
Crap!
Summoning as much fire as he dared next to an orphanage, Vince released a blast of flame that went out in all directions from his body. Several Sims got scorched. Others darted back in time. Vince took off at a dead sprint. As he ran, ranged shots began to rain down from the windows above. He zigzagged to avoid getting hit, but it slowed him down considerably. Behind him, he could hear the Sims on the ground getting closer as he reached the corner and turned left. He could see the alley ahead on the left that would lead him to the rear of the building. But a glance over his shoulder revealed that his pursuers were almost on him.
Well, at least I tried.
Suddenly, Vince was smiling as he dove around the corner and into the alley.
You couldn't have told me Violet was coming?
She must have been flying over my drones. If I'd have known she was so close, I'd have sent her after the targets instead of you.
A headless Sim sailed past Vince and rolled to a stop against a fence.
Vince, keep going! The targets have left the alley and are moving fast down 10th Street, 1 block down to your right. You can't see them from your location.
Vince spotted the street sign and knew immediately that even running as fast as he could, he wouldn't get to the fleeing Sims quickly enough. He needed to take a page from Roy's playbook. Vince squatted and began to draw on his store of kinetic energy, focusing it on the bottoms of his feet. Leaving his destroyed boots behind, he rocketed into the air, across the street, and over the 4-story building on the corner of 10th. From above, he could see the Sims in the distance, already 3 blocks away. Vince's momentum began to slow, and as he came hurtling down to the ground, he angled his bare feet forward and concentrated for all he was worth. He absorbed the kinetic energy of the landing and sent it right back out again. Vince was in uncharted territory. The momentum of the second jump would take him close to the targets, but would it be close enough? Now he was only half a block behind the Sims. The third jump took him over the targets by several yards. He landed, rolled, and came up facing them. A blast of fire forced the female Sim to turn away, set down her alley, and face Vince as a threat. She closed the distance between them, but Vince had plenty of kinetic energy left. The guard disappeared through the hole she made in the side of a nearby building, and Vince faced off with the Armageddon Sim. The Sim stood in place, hands still clasped together, the energy between them glowing brighter and brighter.
This is it. He's trying to complete the chain reaction.
Vince closed the gap between them. The Sim's mechanical skull burst into pieces from the blow, flying all over the road. To Vince's horror, the pulsating glow continued to grow.